Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Circle of Hanik with Yulala Gomez. And today we're going to have an interactive tarot reading. I'm going to work with the Rider-Waite option, just in different versions. First one is this one, the Radiant, and the second is the Centennial. Okay, take a moment to connect and choose a group. And then we're going to start with group number one. Let's see what the message is today. What's the message for you today? And we request that the best possible future opens up in front of us to get messages from your best possible future and your best possible timeline. Four of Swords. Here I am sensing a process of introspection. Four of Pentacles. There is an energy of sustainability. And with the Tower, this sensation of stability is falling apart. And you have no option but to move on. There is a fake sensation of stability, and all the sensations of stability are fake as long as we are holding into what is tangible. Because we forget that our nature is mutable. Our nature is transformative. Our nature is meant to be in constant change and transformation. And this is what I'm seeing here. Queen of Cups, the World, King of Cups. For some of you, this might be a cycle that is finishing with someone in a relationship, in a connection. There is a connection or a relationship that was creating stability. And here I see the rupture and the breakup of the structure. This rupture can be due to problems in the relationship. But however, it doesn't matter how it's manifesting. What is actually happening within you is that your soul is telling you, this is it. We can't really compromise ourselves anymore. And we need to stop putting all our energy in the external world, all our security in the external. Security doesn't start internally. It starts, security starts internally, not externally only. We don't need to work or put all our energy in a structure if we don't build simultaneously an inner structure. And the reason why you're crossing this is because the universe have the plan for you to jump into a new beginning. Free of attachments. There is sadness because there is a sensation of loss. And this sadness that you are experiencing, it's opportunity to strengthen yourself within. And the way that you're going to strengthen yourself within is to start looking at yourself as the mirror of your situation. And you're going to start looking at all your thoughts, only observing them. And these thoughts you were previously ignoring because in previous situations you were feeling as the victim of the system or the situation. And now you will have the chance, if you accept this invitation of the universe, to see that these thoughts are speaking about you. And these thoughts are not necessarily nice thoughts. But you never thought or considered yourself to be a person that had bad feelings Or how can I have negative feelings? No. But now you're going to see like, yeah, I do have all these feelings, desires, and intentions within me, even if I don't exercise them. And the purpose of doing this exercise is to integrate yourself. Integrate yourself with all your sides, your positive, your negative, your luminous, your not so luminous sides. You are moving from a sense of weakness. This sense of weakness was pushing you to be a person who take care of the structure or take care of the relationship or take care of the things that you felt that you had, because in reality you were feeling disconnected. Because if you knew that you were connected, we don't develop attachment to things. We know who we are, we know what we are here for, we know where we come from, and that everything in life is an experience and it is okay. But when we generate attachments, it's because we are disconnected from who we are. And this is exactly what is happening here. There is an end for that sensation if you allow your spirit to take on this journey. And that could take you to a clarity or a clearing of a confusion that was happening. Because here, there is a connection that you have with somebody, and it's the connection that is suffering the transformation. And it's the connection through which you are doing the process of learning that had a lot of illusions. And it's not in order to blame you or the other person. The illusions are not meant to, they are coming from both sides. These illusions are the cause of the issues, and they are telling you the reason why this relationship is at the moment failing is because of all these mental illusions, patterns, expectations, what I thought you said, what I thought he said, what I understood. So there is a lot of pain here as a result of that mental illusion. And they are saying, have the courage to see yourself in the mirror of the other, to understand that probably that person which you today consider so bad is just your reflection of a part of you that you inhibit, that you restrain, or that you only fit in thoughts that then you put back and let go and never exercise them. Therefore, you don't realize they are within you. There is an invitation here to create balance. But in order to reach that process of balance, you need to move from the ego in which you are defensive of yourself, in which you are defensive of your position, in which you are saying, it's not my fault, it's the other person's fault. I don't have to change anything. He is the person who failed. He is the one who made the mistake. He is the one that treated me bad. Okay, that person is only showing you who you are. And the separation is coming because none of you is willing to see what the other is showing about yourselves. It's uncomfortable. Think of Wands and the Lovers. Three of Cups. Here it is. You're going to have another chance. But the first thing that I need to say, and this needs to be very clear. It's enough with believing and thinking that we are the victims of life and that we are the victims of the circumstances. The world completely, as I perceive it, is my projection. And the chaos that you're experiencing now with the person is only showing you your inner chaos, your inner fragmentation, your inner separation of your divine feminine and masculine. And you are playing a game of projections. You project guilt, you project shame, you project responsibility. You are projecting all the things that you don't like about yourself, you're projecting them outside. And if you jump the illusion, because that is an illusion, if you are willing to jump the illusion and dare to see yourself in the mirror of the other, you're going to have the chance and possibility of restructuring your inner energies, your primal divine feminine and masculine within you. First within you, never outside, first within you. And it is announcing you of the union with the person that either is this person or another person, it doesn't matter. That is the person that is most suitable for you with the high quality of love, with the pure quality of love written for you by the Creator. But in order to reach this, you need to first know that the chaos that you're crossing today is not talking about the other, it's talking about you. Embrace that truth. You don't need to send a message and tell them, yeah, you know what, I realize that you are not guilty, it's me. No need. It's not about pulling and pushing the ball to see who's guilty and who's not. Of course, if he's or she's your mirror, then you are their mirror as well. As simple as that. I mean, it's not like only you are seeing yourself and the other person is not seeing themselves. They are seeing themselves as well. Okay, so this is not about let's talk and continue in the separation, my character, your character. No, this is about divine union. And divine union happens inside of you, not outside. Divine union happens when you understand that your external projection, that your companion, that your connections, that your relationships are a mirror of your soul. And when you do that, and when you take that chance, you start aligning and regaining the fragments that are scattered from your soul. And you're going to start regaining these fragments of you that you've lost throughout your journey in this earth, out of pain, out of sadness, out of depression, out of, not recognizing your projection, regaining those fragments, uniting within, balancing your energies. That your energies aren't anymore 10-90, that your 100 is not formed anymore by 5-95, but 50-50, 45-55 at least. The moment that you do that, they are announcing you that that is going to manifest in the external. Basically, you are crossing the chance of healing your internal energies. This is a process that you do hand by hand with your intuition and with yourself, building yourself from within with your intuition. And then the opportunity of fulfilling dreams that are yours is gonna put in front of you, taking you to victory. Because you will understand that in order to reach this is not about, I'm incomplete, you give me what I don't have. It is about, I become complete on my own. I work towards my completion from within. And that moves us to success and union outside. The problem with relationships, universally speaking, is the imbalance of our inner energies, always trying to get another to pay for what we don't have. So you have an invitation to see yourselves in this mirror that is being shown to you and see what are the aspects that you are not taking responsibility for, integrate them in order to move to a union from within that will manifest in a healthy union in the external. And this is the message that I have for group number 1. I invite you all to follow us on our website, the circleofhanik.com. Subscribe. I'm doing writing articles and writing weekly readings. So you can subscribe to get them through email, and I'll see you in the next video. So group number 2 here, what I see is, I was mentioning earlier that I am connecting with an energy of a person who identifies herself or himself with a character. I am like this. This is my nature. I am honest. I am honest, therefore I don't understand why I have to use a strategy in order to speak to someone. I am sensitive. I don't understand why I have to act cold with somebody else. That's not part of my essence. I am strict. I don't know why would I have to become flexible for someone else. Or I am very flexible. Why do I have to act in a strict manner in order to have an achievement in this aspect of my life? There is here a resistance to embrace an opposite energy of who you feel, think that you are. But you are being forced to do so because it's the only way in which you can complete yourself. And only when you complete yourself, you can achieve an access to an external manifestation. So here is this game. I don't like who I am becoming, but I have no option. Life is putting me in situations where if I want to cross this obstacle that I'm facing, I have to become someone I'm not. So there is here a challenge of structures, or the structures that you thought that you were, and you are diluting them. There is a dissolution of your personality in which you were fixed on a position saying, I am this. And they are telling you, no, you aren't that. You are what the divinity requires you to be. Because don't forget that you are a manifestation of the divine. And whatever that manifestation requires you to be in a given moment, that's who you are. Totally flexible. And it is annoying. It is a situation that is creating inner chaos and avoidance and annoying. And I sense that the reason why you're accessing the information or the source of information that is telling you it's time to become flexible is through a connection with another person that is serving as a mirror. But it's not a nice mirror. It's not a mirror that shows you your beauty. It's a mirror that is actually showing you a lot of darkness. And if not a lot of darkness, it's darkness for you because you didn't know or you never admitted that this energy was within you. And so it's feeling uncomfortable. Wheel of Fortune, the World, the Hermit. And here I feel the connection. So your energy was within you absolutely unbalanced. The 100 was operating with the ratio, the 100, I mean your completeness, was operating with the ratio between the masculine and the feminine, like very disproportionate, like 90-10, 85-15, like this kind of unbalance. And so obviously, when we are that unbalanced, the projections that we have about people in our life is really devastating because the other person is showing us our division, the rejection that we have to our complete essence. Our complete essence is not only water and it's not only air, it's fire and earth as well in order to reach the ether. So this unbalance manifested through obviously chaos in your connections, in your relationships, in your conversations, in your dealings with others. And you became aware that this attitude was coming from traditions that you are born in and grew up with or adopted that promoted or their understanding promoted a huge gap between the two polarities, feminine and masculine, creating chaos in connections, in which we have, for example, a feminine energy that chases a masculine energy for attention. And creating connections in which the masculine energy avoids his feelings or have attitudes like unfaithfulness because there is a lack of connections with feelings and emotions. Or a person that is very heavy, or a person that is very heavy carrying ancestral baggage and is not able to give, is not able to be present, is absent in his world because emotionally is very charged. And so these were the scenarios that you were projecting in your life out of an unbalance within you. And so the question was, why I cannot manifest balanced connections? And the answer is because you were not balanced within yourself. And this is coming out, becoming clear to you that the secret is balance or rebalancing rather than balance. Measuring again our concept of balance and then closing repetitive patterns with people that have the same character, because you're going to have light and clear vision on the pattern. And it's going to be a clarity, like, it's not going to be like, oh, I always attract men that are selfish, or I always attract women that are selfish. It's going to be like, I attract men that are selfish because there is a level of selfishness within me that I'm not aware of, but I'm starting to become aware of it. And so the moment that you do that shift, there is a better alignment here. There is a better alignment because you start becoming responsible of your projection. You start becoming responsible of your manifestation. Start becoming responsible that the external world is just showing who you are. There is a release of tension and conflict in which you felt that you had to compete with the other. You had a mentality that you were competing with other because you were completely taken by mental structures, by the game of projection. He's like that, she's like that, they are like that, all are the same. All these beliefs, you are releasing them. But guess what? The work is happening within you, not outside. If you don't take this chance, these divisions are going to continue, these polarities or this lack of balance is going to continue manifesting itself in your reality. The only possible way to change that is through embracing yourself, embracing your polarities, embracing the energy that the mirror is showing you about you. When you do so, you are going to create more balance in your connections. Don't attach to your personality. And this is the message that I have for group number 2. I invite you to check our website, thecircleofhanik.com, subscribe so that you get the emails. I'm doing weekly readings and writing articles. And so I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.